Hi there, welcome back to That Board Game Show. My name is James Wood, and today I am completing my playthrough of the Solitaire Minigolf variant for Rolling Realms. Today I am playing hole 18. I want it all! This is the final hole of the Solitaire Minigolf variant, and it is going to be by far the longest and possibly the most complicated and possibly the most interesting. You will see that I have this rulebook here with me because the rules for hole 18 span two sides of its reference card. So rather than constantly flipping back and forth, I'm just going to keep the rulebook handy to remind myself of the rules. If you are not familiar with how Rolling Realms plays in general, I would highly recommend you head back and watch episode 1 of this series, in which I play through hole 1 and I explain all the basics of how Rolling Realms works. This one might give the best simulation of a typical game of Rolling Realms, in which, in a standard game of Rolling Realms, you're going to play 3 rounds of 3 realms each. You may have noticed, if you've watched all the videos up until now, that each hole in the Solitaire Minigolf variant has only used 3 realms. And then they give you a specific scoring objective. In today's video, we are using all 11. So you are going to see every single realm that comes in the base game. Not every single realm that there is for Rolling Realms, because there are a whole bunch of promo packs and little mini expansions that add more realms to the game. But for today, I just have the base box with me, and we are playing all 11 realms that come in the core box. So, with all of that out the way, let's go through the special rules for hole 18, and let's see if I can achieve it on par 1. But first, before I dive in, I mentioned in the last video that I would let you know how many attempts it took me to complete hole 17. So let's grab my handy dandy course log and take a look. You will see here that it took me 3 attempts to complete hole 17, even though it was technically a par 1. My brain just couldn't click how it worked until that 3rd attempt finally things cemented in, and I figured out the pattern required to complete it. So that is hole 17 marked off on a par 3, so that's well over par. Let's see if I can complete hole 18 on my first attempt. If I can't, what I will do is, because there won't be a hole 19 video, if I don't manage to complete it on my first attempt, I will stop recording, continue playing until eventually I do complete it, either by finishing within 4 turns, or if I fail on my 4th turn, I will mark it off as 5. At which point I will come back and we will film the conclusion and I will tally up my final try and see how close to the course par of 36 I got. I'm guessing not very. So, let's put this off to the side and let's go over the special rules for hole 18. It is a par 2. We are using all 11 realms, but they start inactive. So we don't actually have them active available to use at the start of the game. After rolling the dice for the first time, we're going to choose 3 realms that will be active. And remember, you can play along at home if you have your own copy. So if you want to go grab that and play along with me, we'll all follow these solo special rules together. You can only assign dice to active realms. At the end of each turn, discard all realms in which you have scored at least 3 stars. Okay, so at the start of the game, we're going to roll the dice. Then I'm going to pick any 3 realms from the 11 available to me and put them face up in front of me, back to traditional Rolling Realms rules. At the end of a turn in which one of them has at least 3 stars marked off on it, we'll discard that one. And the goal, I'm going to bury the lead here a little bit, the goal is to discard all 11 realms. So this is going to be rather interesting. You're not trying to maximize points, you're trying to get just enough points in each realm to complete it, to get it out the way so that you can pull another one in. Between 2 cities is discarded when, and only when, both of the other active realms are discarded in the same turn. So that's going to be a bit of a tricky one. In each turn, after rolling dice, but before assigning them, if you have less than 3 active realms, because you discarded one at the end of your last turn, you must choose an inactive, not yet discarded realm and make it active. Continue until you have 3 realms. If you run out of inactive realms, you can play with less than 3 active realms. My little scythe needs 12 resources instead of 6 to score 2 stars. If you have 12 of at least 2 resource types when you choose this realm, you immediately discard it and choose another one. So my little scythe is probably a good one to leave off to the side until near the end, and then we can just get it in and discard it immediately. Maybe. We'll see. We will play 22 turns, or 21 if you're playing on hard mode, which I most certainly am not. Use scorecards from 3 different realms, that's why these are up here, to help you remember to play the correct number of turns, marking off 5 spaces on one of them. So this is how we will keep track of the number of turns we've played, and we can play up to 22, or if you're feeling adventurous and you want to play on hard mode, you can mark off an extra turn and play only 21 turns. And we can gain up to 36 of each resource type, hence using 3 different resource cards. You must have discarded all 11 realms before the end of 22 turns. So if I'm feeling adventurous, I could try and achieve this on hard and try beat it on 21, but I'm going to give myself that extra turn just to play it safe. Make sure not to end up with Between Two Cities and less than 2 other realms. In such cases, Between Two Cities can't score any stars, which means you will miss the hole and lose the game. So we do not want Between Two Cities right at the end, and so it's probably a good one to grab quite early on. So that's quite a lot of rules to ingest and go through. Hopefully you followed along. If not, don't worry about it, because you'll see how all of that plays out as we go. So let us roll the dice for the first turn, and then I shall pick 3 realms based off of those dice I rolled, and also based off of the information I have gleaned from there. Rolling the dice, and we have a 6 and a 2. A big number and a little number. Right, now I'm going to pick some realms. Let's see, I'm thinking I want to start maybe just with Between Two Cities, because of the fact that that only scores when the other 2 realms go away in the same turn. Although maybe it would be a better idea to bring this in when I've already got a couple stars going in a couple realms. Although you only score stars for this based on the number of filled squares. So yes, I'm going to take Between Two Cities as my first starting realm. Let's just sweep these off to the side. Put that there. I am actually going to move this off to the side for now. That can go over there, just to give myself a little bit of breathing room here. Let's take Pendulum as a bit of a toughie. With a 6 and a 2. What do I like with the 6 and a 2? Tapestry is quite a good one to have with a 6, because I can fill in a big space. Let's do Tapestry. And let's do Euphoria. I think that might be quite an easy one to tick off with Between Two Cities. Although maybe Tapestry and that's probably not a good idea. I want to have relatively easy ones, because I can only get rid of this when both of these go away at the same time in the same turn. So let's hang on to that for now, and we'll put in... I'm going to wait for my little scythe until later in the game. Let's bring in... Also, scythe would be a good one to wait a bit and start building up resources first. I will just grab Viticulture. Okay, so we're going to have Viticulture, Euphoria, and Between Two Cities. Okay, so that is my starting 3. I'm going to set the rest of these face down off to the side, and we will bring them in as I discard these, scoring 3 stars on each. We will mark off a 6 and a 2, and now we will let the games begin. Let's see what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? It would be quite easy to just start ticking off points in Euphoria. I just need to score at least 3. So if I can fill in 1 row or column in Between Two Cities, that's probably not a bad idea. So I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to put a 2 in Between Two Cities, and I'm going to use the 6 over here in Viticulture. Right. We're off to the races. Rolling the dice, and Get in a 2 and a 4. A 2 and a 4. And if you haven't watched all the other videos and aren't familiar with all the different realms, I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining them. I'll just sort of briefly summarize how each one goes as we go. But you'll see pretty quickly how they all work. And you'll also see in this video how all the realms work, which will be quite nice. Or maybe, we shall see. Actually, yes, because I have to discard all of them, so I have to score at least 3 stars in every single realm. So you are going to be seeing every single realm in the core box today. And with a 2 and a 4, between 2 cities, I can't put like numbers next to each other. So I can't put a 2 there or there or there or there, but I could put a 4. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the 4 over here in between 2 cities. I'm going to put a 2 over here in Euphoria and start getting some resources. I'm going to gain a coin. Because between 1 and 3, you get a coin. Roll in the dice again. Another 1 and a 4. 1 and 4. Don't know why I said another 1, because that's the first 1 we've rolled. I meant another 4. Okay, so I could put a 4 there, get some more resources, and then I've got the 3 boxes filled, because between 2 cities can only score stars equal to the number of boxes it has filled, and it will score points equal to the lowest score of the other 2 realms. So basically I need to get both of these realms to 3 stars in the same turn, and then between 2 cities we'll just go away with them. So let's do that. I think I will use the 4 over here. So now that's ready to go. And I just completed a row, so I'll get a heart and a coin. Because when you complete a row in between 2 cities, you get the resources. And then what am I going to do with that 1? I guess I could just use it over here in Euphoria. Yep. Or should I use it over here in Viticulture, giving me a bit more flexibility? I'm going to do that. I'm going to circle this space in Viticulture, and I didn't give myself the resource earlier. I was meant to get a pumpkin when I circled that space earlier, and now I get a coin. Because in hole 17, if you remember, you didn't get resources immediately when you crossed off the things. So that's kind of stuck in my brain now. Okay. Right, that is a 1 and a 4. I can't do much with that, so let's roll and go again. A 4 and a 2. Oh my goodness. A 4 and a 2. Not really off to the races here. I am going to use a 2 over here in Euphoria, because now I've marked off both of those, because in the future, when you roll a pair, you can mark off both sides. So if I'd rolled a pair of 1s, for instance, I could mark off both 1s and get the resources or points accordingly. So I've marked off that now, so I can gain a star, not a star, a coin-shaped star, and then a 4. I don't really want to keep on building between 2 cities. But do I want to burn a 4 with my 6 and get 2 stars there? Do I? Because, yeah, you can use a die with a grape that you've already circled in order to cross off the wine order and get 2 stars. But then I'm losing that 6, which is what I need to get the 11 or the 12. And I need to fill at least 2 wine orders in Viticulture, because 1 wine order only gives me 2 stars, and I need 3. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the 4 in Viticulture, like that. And I'm going to gain a heart. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh my word, what a mess. Let's try that again. Gain a heart. There we go. Okay. And then I am building up for a future turn. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use a coin to mark off a 1 here in between 2 cities, because remember, you can spend coins to generate a die of 1 through 6 by spending 1 or 6 coins. And I'm going to drop a 1 over here And then on my next turn, I can maybe drop a 1 up there by spending a coin, and I'll get 2 hearts, which can help for generating more dice later. That could prove quite useful. Okay, a 4 and a 6. That's what I want to see. That is much better. 6 and a 4. Okay, let's start cashing in on some points now. I'm going to use the 6, and I'm going to cross out that grape, and I'm going to get this 12 and mark off 1, 2 stars in viticulture. I just need to do 1 more, and I will be able to discard that one. So now I need to start building up some stars here so that everything can just go away all at once. So let's put a 4 over here. I'm going to cross out that. So now that's 4, 5, 6. So between 4 and 10 scores a star. 1. Nope. No. 1 star, not 2 stars. I am cheating. 1 star. If I had rolled a pair of 4s, I would have been able to mark off both of those and get 2 stars. So let's hope for a pair on this next roll. Then I am going to use that coin idea that I had last time. I'm going to spend a coin, and I'm going to get a 1 over there, which gains me 2 hearts. Because hearts are very useful for generating extra dice. And now I've used dice in all 3 realms, so I'm going to roll and go again. And that ran very far away, and we have a 2 and a 1. A pair that is not. Let's mark a 1 and a 2. Wow. I haven't gotten rid of any of these yet, and we're already 6 turns in. This is going to be very tricky. I'm going to use a 1 over here in Euphoria. And that will gain me another star, because that is 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 2 I'm going to mark off here in viticulture and get a coin. Right. And then I'm going to start saving those coins for other realms later. I don't want to burn any more in between 2 cities. Okay, I need a big number now for viticulture. There's a big number. That is a 6. That is a very good number. 6 and 3. We might be able to get rid of all 3 of these. Okay, I'm going to use the 6 and the 4 in viticulture to cross off this 10, which gets me 2 stars. Viticulture's done. Then I'm going to use the 3, 4, 5 in Euphoria to get between 4 and 10 as another star. Right. That is 3 stars in Euphoria. That is 4 stars in viticulture. That means I score stars equal to the lowest score of the other 2 realms. So it scores 1, 2, 3. And they all go away together at the end of the turn. So those are all done. Boom, boom, boom. We will discard those out of play completely. Put them down there. Pick up the cards. Let's just see. When do I choose new ones? At the end of a turn, discard realms in which you have scored at least 3. Between 2 cities is discarded when and only when both other realms are discarded in the same turn. So we just did that. Each turn after rolling the dice, but before assigning them, if you have less than 3 realms, okay. In each turn after rolling the dice. So now I roll the dice first for my next turn. And I get a 1 and a 6. And now I choose 3 new realms. A 1 and a 6. And that's probably the only time that we're going to get rid of all of them at the same time. Okay, Charterstone is probably not a bad one to start building up. Yeah, let's have Charterstone. Let's have... My little scythe only scores when you have 12 of a given resource, and you get 2 stars for each resource that you have 12 of, or 6 if you play in a normal game. So I'm going to hang on to that one for later. Let's get Wingspan, and we'll take... I think I'll take Scythe. I've built up enough resources to start scoring stars there. Right. Put those face down. We have 3 realms, and we're off. We are off. I'm going to use a 6 in Charterstone to cross out the 6 and gain a coin, and mark off the 1. So that's how Charterstone works, and then in a future turn I can spend a die to cross off all crates with numbers in them. So I can spend a 1, and I can cross off the crate, and then you get 1 star for each crate you cross off. If I have multiple 1s in Charterstone in multiple different crates, then you can cross off all crates of a matching number, which is very nice. So having a 1 there is really good because I can use a coin to make a 1 later and then use that to cross that off. So let's hope I can get a couple more 1s in there and then clear that nice and quick. Let's use the 6 over here in Wingspan. We'll use it in the middle and we'll get some more coins because why not? Let's build up coins. Then, I'm actually going to use 2 coins because if the sum of the rolled dice are 7, you can spend 2 coins, 1, 2, to generate a die of the same value. So I'm going to generate a 6. I'm going to cross off a 6 over there in Scythe. I'm going to gain a pumpkin. I'm going to spend a heart because in Scythe, when you cross off a number in the top row, you can spend the resource in the bottom row to cross off that number as well and score a star. Haha! We are off. You can also just cross off the bottom number. So I could have used that 6 over here and just spent a pumpkin to get a star, but rather get the bonus and get a resource and spend a resource at the same time. Right. Next turn. Rolling the dice. We are burning through turns quite rapidly. We have a 6 and a 4. So maybe I should have used the 1 earlier and put the 6 in the bottom in Charterstone. Oh well. I'm going to have to finish off at least 2. I'm going to use the 6 over here in Wingspan, gaining a heart. Then I'm going to use the 4 over here in Scythe, gaining a coin. And then I'll spend a pumpkin to cross off this and gain a star. Then you can spend 3 hearts to generate a die. Do I want another 6 or 4? Not really, because I'd have to use it in Charterstone, and I don't particularly like either of those numbers for Charterstone. So, rolling the dice, we've got a 1 and a 2, yay! I like those numbers for Charterstone. A 1 and a 2. So I will use the 2 in Charterstone over here. 1, 2, and gain a pumpkin and mark off a 1 down there. Now I just need to roll something and a 1 later, and then I can have Charterstone ready to cash in and get rid of very quickly. A 2 I am less fond of. A 2 is not great. I wonder if I just gamble and put it here in Wingspan. I think I'm going to just do that. I'm going to put it here in Wingspan, over there, and gain a heart. Then I could spend 3 hearts to get another one. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save my hearts for when I roll a pair. A 3 and a 6. That is not a pair. A 3 and a 6. I don't like 3 and 6. I don't like it one bit. If I put it here, then that's 12, 14. I'll get the star for filling in that spot. Ooh, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put a 6 over there, get a pumpkin. And then I'll use the 3 over here, gain another pumpkin. And then spend a star to cross out that number. Spend a coin, I mean. For some reason my brain is interchanging coins and stars in this game. And I'm going to cross out that. And now, end of the turn, Scythe has got 3 stars, so that gets discarded off to the side, and we bring in a new one. But first, we roll the dice for the next turn, and then we decide which one to bring in. Whoa! That 5 went for a little journey. We have a 5 and a 2. 5 and a 2. Yo! Getting through all 11 of these is going to be quite a challenge. Okay, Pendulum needs a bit of time to build up, so maybe I'll just bring that one in. 5 and a 2 though, I think let's bring in Tapestry. With a 5. A 5 is a nice big number to drop in Tapestry. So let's do that. I need preferably a 4 over there. Okay, I'm going to use the 5 over here in Tapestry, and I'm going to fill in this little corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because when you use numbers, you fill in the shape. When you fill a large box, you gain the resource. So there is another pumpkin. Then I am going to... I'm going to get 2 points out of Wingspan because I can use 2 pumpkins to adjust a die by plus or minus 1. So I'm going to turn that 5 into a... Oh, hang on. Rewind, I just used the 5. No, I'm not going to do that. Although I can actually. Okay, so I did things a bit backwards. So I'm going to still do that. When the sum of the rolled dice is 7, you can spend 2 coins. So I'm going to spend 2 coins to gain a third die of that value. So I'm going to generate another 5, which I'm then going to spend 2 pumpkins to make into a 4, which I'm then going to use in Wingspan. And that is going to score me 1, 2 stars, because that is getting a star for that box over there, and it equals 12, which is that number there, so you get a bonus star for matching the number exactly. Right, now I still have a 2 which I can use, so that's not great, is it? Unless I turn it into a 1 and cross off those 2, I'm just going to discard the 2 for a resource. I'm going to discard it for a coin, and that's all. So that probably wasn't the best use of a turn, but oh well, because watch me roll a 4 now. Or a 6, either way. Okay, so we got a 6 and a 3. Now, it doesn't really matter what number I put in there, because it's going to get me that 1 star, so that will be 3 stars in Wingspan. So I'll put a throwaway number in Wingspan. A 6 is a good one for Tapestry, so let's do that. I'm going to put a 6 over here in Tapestry, and I'm going to fill in this space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not filling in any large boxes just yet, but I'm working towards them. Remember, in Tapestry, you score stars when you complete a row or column. So hopefully I can complete these 2 columns and then maybe that row or something. So I can put a 3 over there and drop a 6 at the bottom. Maybe. Or I'll just use the 3 over here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the 3 over here because that just gains me a star. Boom. Done. Wingspan is finito. That goes away at the end of the turn. We'll slide that over to there. We will roll the dice for the next turn. And we got a 1 and a 3. Ooh, that's what I want for Charterstone. Yay. Okay, and now with the 1 and the 3, small numbers, what do I want to bring in here? Maybe I bring in... I could just bring in My Little Scythe and start building resources. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring in My Little Scythe because My Little Scythe is a good way to make resources. And it's a good way to get rid of dice that aren't really working for you elsewhere. Okay, so immediately I'm going to use the 3 and the 1. I'm going to put a 3 over here, gain a heart, mark the 1 over there. Now, in a future turn, I need to just roll a 1, or I can just spend a coin to generate a 1 and cross off those 3 and get rid of Charterstone. We are ticking along. I forgot to mark the number up here, 1 and 3. And let's see what I'm going to do with a 1 and a 3. Well, I've used the 3 already. 1, do I want to put a 1 in Tapestry? I don't think that's a brilliant idea, although it would gain me a coin. Or should I just start building up My Little Scythe? Let's start building up My Little Scythe. I'll just mark off this space here and gain a pumpkin. And then whenever you mark off a pair, you also get a coin. Okay, so let's start trying to build up resources. A 1 and a 3, do I want to generate any extra dice? Not right now, I don't know. Okay, 5 and a 3. A 5 and a 3. I am going to... A 3 would be quite a good one for Tapestry. Yes. Yes, it would. I'm going to put a 3 or a 5. Can I fit a 5 in tapestry? I could fit it over there, but that's not being very efficient. No, I'm going to put a 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. That gains me a heart. Then I just need a couple 2s in tapestry. Then I'm going to use the 5 here in my little scythe, and let's gain another pumpkin. I'm going to cross that off and gain a pumpkin. Then I'm going to spend the 1 coin to cross off all 3 crates over there. We'll open all of those, and we'll get 1, 2, 3 stars, and we will discard Charterstone. Boop. We will roll the dice for the next turn, and we'll pull in a new realm. Okay. 6 and a 3. More big numbers. Okay, so what other realm wants me to have big numbers? And I really need 2s to finish off tapestry here. A 6 won't fit in tapestry very well, so let's see. A 6 is good for pendulum, but only once you've filled in some octagons first. A big number is quite good for Between Two Castles or the Society, so let's pull in the Society. That's the one we'll do. Okay. Then I will mark a 6 up here, because the Society, you want to put in descending numbers, so every card, every space must be smaller than the number directly above it. And when you fill in a little pyramid, you gain the star in the middle. So that's not a bad one. And when you complete a row, you gain the resources. Let's put that 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. That gains me a coin and completes a row. So I've got my first star in tapestry. Okie dokie. That's 5 and a 3. Do I want to generate an extra die? I don't think so. Not right now, I don't. A 6 and a 1. Ooh, another 6. That could be quite good. Yes, let's use the 6 over here in the Society. That will gain me a heart and a coin. Then I will drop the 1. I could drop it here in tapestry and start working on that. I could spend 2 pumpkins to make it into a 2 to drop in tapestry. Or I could just mark it off here, get a heart and a coin. I need to start filling in tapestry, so I'm going to... I'll wait. I'm going to spend a 1, and I'm going to gain a heart and a coin. I now have 12 coins. If I get 2 more hearts, I finish my little scythe, because you score 2 points for every resource type that you have at least 12 of, or 6 in a normal game. Okay. Oh, that was 7. I could spend 2 coins to make another 6, but I can't fit a 6 in tapestry, so Ooh, we have a pair. Lovely. 3 and 3. Right. This I like. This I like very much. Because I can now use a 3 over here in tapestry. 1, 2, 3. And that completes a big box, so I get a pumpkin. Then I'm going to use 3 pumpkins, 1, 2, 3, to increase or decrease the die by plus or minus 1, and use it in the same realm you've already used this turn. So I'm going to turn one of those 3s into a 2, which I'm going to drop over here. 1, 2. That completes a column. And gets me a coin. Oops. Oh my word. What a mess. Then I can use the other 3. I'm just going to drop the other 3 over here in the Society. Yes, because when I complete this row, I'll get a bunch of stuff. Let's put the 3 in the middle here. It is leaving me only with a 1 or a 2 that can go in there, but that's not too bad. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's roll the dice again. I do feel like I'm running out of time. a 5 and a 2. Oh, 2 is perfect for tapestry. So I'm going to put the 5 over here in the society. That scores me a star because it completes a little pyramid. And then I am going to... Probably shouldn't have put a 6 up there, actually. Come to think of it, I should have focused on just trying to get this little pyramid completed to get the 3 stars. But oh well. I'm going to use a 2 over here. And that will gain me a heart and a coin. And it completes the 3rd star I need from tapestry. So tapestry is now finished. Then I have rolled 7. I'm going to spend 2 coins, 1, 2, to generate another die of that value. And I'm going to make a 5, because then I'm going to gain a heart and a coin, because I've marked off a set. And now I have 12 hearts and more than 12 coins. And the way my little scythe works is it doesn't matter whether or not you've spent the resources. You just have to have gained them as time goes on. So that is 12 hearts and 12 coins. That means my little scythe is going to score 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That would typically happen only at the very end of the game. But in this case, because we have to discard it, we're going to score those right now. And that means tapestry and my little scythe both go away. Boop, boop. At the end of that turn. And we are down to 2 realms left, so I'm going to pull in those 2, roll the dice, and go again. So now, I have a 4 and a 3. Ooh, another 7. Good. I'm starting to run out of coins, but those are very good numbers to have at the moment, because I can generate extra dice. Pendulum is going to be tough. Tough, 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 tough. Okay. I'm going to use a 3 over here, and I'm going to try and finish off these 2. So if I can fill in there and there, then I'm on my way to finishing off the society. And then the 4, I'm going to circle a star in pendulum, and then hope for some big numbers later. And then I'm going to spend 2 coins to make another 4 or 3. And I will put a 4 over here in between 2 castles. Now I'm just looking for a 1, a 2, or a 3, because in between 2 castles, it's the reverse of the society. You have to build the numbers up. And I only have 3 turns left. Oh my. A 4 and a 3 again. Oh dear. A 4 and a 3. That's bad. That's very, very bad. I'm going to spend a coin to make a 1, which I'm just going to drop in there. Then that is a star, because it completes that little pyramid. Then I'm going to use the 3 over here, and that will gain me 2 hearts. And then I'm going to use the 4 over here to cross off that 4, and then I can just try get a 5 and a 6 and something to fill in that space. But I don't think I have enough time. Oh dear. Double 4s. Okay, so I can use hearts to make an extra 4 then. 4 and a 4. And I can use pumpkins to use dice in a realm I've already used before. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the society by spending a coin, putting a 1 there, and that's going to gain me that final star, so the society is done. The society is finished. Right. Now, I needed to have these in front of me for a while longer. That was using a resource to make that 1, so I've still got the 2 4s to use. I'm going to use one of them to cross out that star. I'm going to put the other one over here, which gains a star, because each time you complete a row in between 2 castles, you get a star. Then I'm going to use 3 pumpkins and 2 hearts. So I'm using 2 hearts, because it's a pair, to make another 4. And then I'm going to use 3 pumpkins to allow me to increase or decrease it by 1 and use it in a realm I've already used this turn. I'm going to make it a 5, and I'm going to get 2 stars in pendulum. And I would have just lost if I was playing on hard mode. I might still lose. Let's see. Double sixes. I might still lose. Okay, well I can cross off a 6 over here. No brainer. 1, 2, pendulum is done. Now I need to somehow... I don't have... I can do it. I can do it. Okay, I used a 6 already, so I've used one of my 6s. I'm going to use the other 6 over here, because you'll see there's no number directly below there. That completes a row. But then I don't have the pumpkins. Because I could use 2 hearts to make another 6, drop it in there, and complete between 2 castles. But you can't use dice in the same realm twice unless you use pumpkins. 1 star short. Oh no. Oh my word, really? Ah. So close. Yeah, I should have had these ones that need time to build up for a couple more turns. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. That was a fail. But so close. Oh, so very close. If I had one more turn, one more turn I could do it, because I literally just need to mark off any number there. Any number there, or any number less than 6 over there. Yep, not having enough pumpkins is what ruined it for me right at the end here, because I got limited with the realms in which I could put dice. Okay, well, there you have hole 18. I think that does quite a good job of showing you how it plays. Let's mark it off on my course log. So we're going to come in here, we're going to go mark off the first attempt. It is a par 2, so I will attempt this again, but I shall stop recording now. I shall continue playing this one off camera until I manage to beat it, hopefully on my second try. And then I will come back, start this up again, and I will let you know what my final score was, and we will tally up my final par. So, I'm off to play Rolling Realms a few more times, and I shall see you soon. So, I've just finished my second playthrough, bearing the lead there a little bit, of hole 18 for Rolling Realms, and I just squeaked by with a victory. I got a very lucky die roll at the end. I rolled a 5 and a 2, giving me a 7. I had a whole bunch of coins, so I was able to make 3 dice by making an extra die by spending 2 coins, which allowed me to get the extra dice I needed to complete Scythe and Wingspan on the same turn, because my little Scythe was the last card I had, which was probably a terrible idea. I only thought to bring my little Scythe in near the end of the game, and it meant I was down to just these 2 and my little Scythe. If I hadn't got that 7 on the last turn, I probably would have failed and had to try again. As the case is though, I did not. You can see here that I have completed all of the others. All 11 realms are done. I scored at least 3 stars in each. I have marked off my 2 attempts for hole 18 on my course log. And now we shall quickly add up my score and we will see what my final par was. And remember, if you played along at home, you can do the same. If you've played through all 18 holes along with me, then I would love to hear from you down in the comments below what your final score was, what your final par was. And while you tally that up, I'll tally mine up quickly. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, that's 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 15 and 3 is 18, 19, 20, 22, 22 plus 10 is 32, plus 1 is 33, 36, 37, 38. A grand total of, let's get the pen, not the eraser. A grand total of, whoops, undo, of 38 is my final score. And that is just 2 over par. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. That is not a bad go-around, considering this is my first time playing through the entire Solitaire Minigolf series. Well, kind of. I started playing before I started doing this video series. I played up to like hole 4 or 5. But then I started filming the series, and basically from like 6 or 7 onwards, when you've seen me play it on the video, that's the first time I've played that hole. So let's see. I got 38, that's 2 over par. Played on normal difficulty, so straight down the middle. And playing on easy, probably would have snuck an under par. It's a couple of these really bad. Number 14 and 15, Foreshadow and Heartbroken, was quite heartbreaking because I just could not beat those two. So I had to forfeit and score a 5. Hole 4, I got a par of 4. I just squeaked in a victory on my 4th attempt. And otherwise, I've managed to keep it on or below par, or just slightly over. So for a grand total of 38 of 36, not half bad. Remember to let me know down in the comments below what your final score was. And that concludes the Solitaire Minigolf playthrough of Rolling Realms. I have really enjoyed doing this little series and going through the same game over and over and over. I'd love to hear from you down below what you thought of this. If you enjoyed playing along with me, if you enjoyed this format of a whole series of videos dedicated to the same game, because I think it gives an opportunity to really dive in and get down to a lot of detail and interest in a game that you would otherwise miss by just doing a quick overview or just watching a single video. And with that, I shall say thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show.